Looking to move to DeLand in 2022? Well, in this video, I talk about the pros and cons of moving to and living in DeLand. Let's have a look. Let's go. Hello and welcome to my channel Living in Orlando, and in this channel I bring you community videos all throughout Central Florida and Tampa areas. If you are looking to move anywhere in Central Florida, this is a great resource. Make sure to press that thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel. And today I'm going to be talking about DeLand. You know, I did a community video of DeLand just about the other week, and today I want to talk about the pros and cons of moving to and living in DeLand. The number one living in DeLand pro is going to be in terms of the livability factor of DeLand. Now, when you look at the livability score of DeLand as compared to other cities in Florida as such, it's much above the average scores. It takes into account a lot of factors such as the crime, the schools, the education system, the health system. So when you compare that DeLand to other cities, it's much better. Now let's talk about the other pro of living in DeLand. So the next pro of living in DeLand is the cost of living. You know, cost of living is a significant factor when you're considering moving from one city to another, one state to another. The cost of living itself, it plays a very big role. And when you compare the cost of living in DeLand as compared to other cities in the state or the national average, it's much lower. So your cost of education, transportation, healthcare, you know, bunch of other things that come into play is lower. Now let's talk about the last pro of living in DeLand. The last pro of living in DeLand is the education system that it has to provide. Now, I have two small kids, so I know how important having access to good school is. When you look at the national average or even the state average, DeLand has better schools when you compare that to other cities right here in Central Florida. Now that the pro is over, let's talk about the cons of living in DeLand. So before I go into the cons of living in DeLand, guys, please take into consideration that these are just my take. What works for me may not work for you. So these are not a hard and fast rule in terms of the positive and the negative. I want you to concentrate more on what works for you and what doesn't, and then take it with a grain of salt. I guess that's how they say it over here. Now, talking about that, the number one con of living in DeLand is its distance from all the major attractions. You're a good hour, 15 minutes to an hour 30 to all the major parks such as Disney World, Universal, and then if you want to go to Legoland or Busch Garden, that's probably another hour or so. You're also about an hour, 15 minutes to the airport. So things of that nature. So just keep that in mind. Now, if you like to be a little bit further away so you can get a more bang for your buck, then DeLand definitely could work for you. So now let's talk about the next con of living in DeLand. So let's talk about the next con of living in DeLand. DeLand is more urban living. If you're looking for brand new communities, you have to go a little bit more deeper into the suburban area because the historic area of DeLand has a lot of older homes, and then you get a little bit more land, which could be a very good positive thing. But if you're looking for the modern contemporary homes, then you probably have to go deeper. Now, if you are looking for brand new homes, make sure to check out Orlando Home Show. That's where I bring you brand new homes throughout Central Florida area. Last but not the least, let's talk about the last con of living in DeLand. So the last con of living in DeLand has to do with the crime. Now, just like any city, you know, they have good areas and there are bad. So you want to make sure that when you are looking to move, you're working with somebody that really knows the area well. so you can be away from that part of the city. Now, I'm not saying that it has more or less. It's pretty much, when you look at the crime, it's pretty much similar to other cities too, but you just want to be careful of some areas of DeLand that you do not want to move to as compared to the other areas. I hope you get a lot of value from our videos, and if you do, press that thumbs up button and subscribe to our channel. Make sure to check out Orlando Home Show. That's where I bring you brand new model homes. Until the next video, thank you for watching. Bye for now.